Virgo, how you doing? So I'm looking for an extension on my house, or well, I heard we are looking for an extension on our house. So is this like a family thing that a lot of you within your soul group or your family, where someone is looking for an extension? But I'm also hearing like extinction and also an extension on my pay, or also, well, pay packet, but my paper. Make it rain, Lorraine. But like I'm looking for an expansion pack. Some of you are looking for an expansion pack, whatever that is. Well, that might be something to do with music, if any of you are in music and looking for an expansion pack. Or I'm looking for a backpack, like hiking. Some of you could be going hiking and you're going out and you're like having a holiday and you're like, you know, you're going out somewhere where there's woods and trees and having a look around the lake and all this kind of thing. Or some of you could be going to like the Lake District, or this is someone that lives up north. But like we're going to the Lake District, we're going to the Peak District, places like York, Leeds, anywhere like that, but somewhere where there's like rocks and mountains. There are hills and mountains, Rita. That's a song I'm hearing. But anyway, I also heard Leo in your energy, Leo, because I nearly said Leo. So something to do with Liam, or Lucy, or Lucifer, something to do around Gemini, Capricorn could be involved, Capricorn. But Lucifer, okay, possible Aquarium, because the ancient ruler of Saturn, so you've got a lot of like retrogradal moments, obviously, because we've got retrograde coming up in Saturn. So what I'm hearing is though that I need like an extension on my paper, or I need an extension on my, like some of you, like you're at college or you're at school or university or something, or even your kids, like if you've got kids and these messages are not relating to you, it's kind of like that I need an extension on my house. They keep saying house or paper, like I need extension, but also paper is like money, so it's kind of like I need an extension on my pay, like can I borrow some money or can I lend it? But some of this is coming through as like banks, where you might have to go to the bank. Sorry if you can't see me, you're right. But something like I need extension on my pay grade and my paper in order to be able to build an extension. Do you know what I'm saying? The messages are kind of the same but slightly different for a lot of you. Again, if you haven't seen this channel before, I channel from the Akashic Records of Soul Group energies and also numerology, so you can check out the video that is provided below, but I can't go over this every time, but there is a video that explains channeling, tarot and also numerology. So I'm hearing that like I said, I need to look for extension on my pay, because I might have something big that I need to buy, but I need an extension on it. Or, because they keep saying that we're building an extension on our house, and that we probably need to go to the bank in order to be able to get out a financial loan in order to support us building an extension. But it's also something to do with a specific building, like a specific building. So is this like we need to tear down a building before we can build a building, which means that if you have anything that is listed, or the name Melissa, but like listed or Lissa, but like, you know, before we do this kind of thing, it's a listed building, which means that you can't just go and knock it down. You have to ask permission in order to be able to knock something down. So you could even be in like construction or design, and these are for the guys. But I'm also hearing a geyser also, or a miser, someone's tight. But like, I don't know, like we are none the wiser, but we need info on this first. Like we need to ask people about knocking down a building in order to be able to build one. So it's kind of like that we want like an extension. I mean, I used to be a bricklayer, so we need like an extension, okay? But we need to see the 100-year man is what we used to call them. And then we need to like, if you have an extension but it goes over a certain amount, you can have a certain amount free, and you're allowed to do that, but you have to have permission in order to build more. Because if you have an extension, I forget what it is, it's not many feet that you can actually have, that you can have an extension. But there's also like, you know, if you want more, you have to apply for planning permission. So I'm picking up like planning permission, making plans, going out, like hiking. Some of you, like just said, it's just general stuff like hiking, going out, blah, blah, blah. You've got an extension on my pay packet. Like, can I have some more money? Probably like asking for like, I don't know, Tom, whatever his name was. Please sir, can I have some more? Like, can I have some more money? Meaning that you have to ask your boss if you want a pay grade, like if you want your pay packet to go up. Sorry if I'm very bitty, but it's also very early this morning, Virgo. But yeah, all I can hear is like, you know, if you want more money, you're going to have to ask for it. So you're going to have to ask your boss if you want more money. If you don't get paid enough, right? If you're doing more hours, but you want more money, but your money hasn't changed, but you've been asked to do more hours, then this is like time in order to say, am I going to see this reflected in my pay packet? Like putting all of this work in, am I seeing any outcome out of that? Am I seeing the fruits of my labour, if you like? Some of you could be taking fruits and vegetables. I think a lot of people may be on this kick. But like fruits and vegetables and looking after one's health and probably doing what I'm also doing, which is, like I said, blending, juicing, like vegetables, fruit, all that kind of thing for a lot of you, and you're looking into the properties of that. I think that's great, man. That's transformed me completely, and I've only really been doing it for like a week and a half. But yeah, like seeing the benefits and the fruits of my labour, but they keep saying fruit trees. So some do like round trees also. So I don't know if any of you work in a company that is Round Trees Chocolate or something like that, Round Trees Chocolate. But they keep saying that it is round a tree. So something is like a shrine is round a tree, like it is around this tree. So is it like some of you, I don't know, like say that you want to build, right? You want to build, but there's a tree there, and that you can't, like you need your trees cutting. Like say if you've got loads of trees in your garden and you've got a big garden, you need a tree cutting down. So some of this building and this extension is something to do with an energy about a tree, right? Or treeser, or trainer, or a trainer, like a fitness instructor, trainer. Like we're training people up, okay, is what I'm hearing, training. Trading places, you've got something to do with Libra energy, trading places, like we're training. So like fitness coach, also a health coach, which would be like juice and all of those kind of things, and like, I don't know if you're like teaching people about fruits and vegetables and that kind of thing, or like a gym instructor and like health and fitness, okay, because I'm hearing like well-being, okay, so I'm looking after general well-being, so I'm looking after Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, but I'm looking after something, like nurturing it because it's my baby. So some of you, like I said, you're just looking after a physical baby or a little baby, like a pig. Babe, pig, is this a new animal? Someone else had that come up in their reading, where like I'm looking after a new animal. Like a farm. Like some of you have got like a big yard, like a farmyard, and there's kind of like chickens and like cows, horses and all this kind of stuff. And I keep looking after my little baby, like, but I keep hearing like a pig. But it doesn't have to be a pig, but that's the only film I can represent that as like babe. Okay, so like I'm looking after my baby, but I'm also looking after my little baby, which means that somebody's either one just had a child, or it's to do with grandkids and grandchildren. I'm looking after my niece or whatever, right? Or my grandchild, or the name Neve or Steve, also involves Steve or Neve. But I'm definitely, or a Nerf gun. For some reason I keep picking up that some kids have got Nerf guns. Also I'm hearing now nursing for a lot of you, like you're practicing nursing. So nursing, health, fitness, blah blah blah, nursing. But I'm also hearing a nursery. Now that's two. That's something to do with like a child nursery, okay, and like play school and all this kind of thing. So like schools that are involving like very young children, okay, like nursery. So like, you know, people that go to work, they bring in kids and then they go to a nursery until they pretty much get home from work, and then people come and pick up the child and then they go home. So that kind of thing. But I'm also hearing a nursery. Now here, so like nursery rhymes, all this kind of thing. Spitting rhymes, also music, another message. But I'm also hearing like a nursery which is to do with like flowers and all these kind of things, like daffodils and flowers, and like somewhere where you go to a garden centre, like a garden centre that has a nursery, and there's loads of flowers and plants and blah blah blah. Now you're either buying them or you work there, but something to do with like a garden centre, or the name gardener or fae, but like a gardener, okay. So some of you, like I said, you are the actual like ground workers here, and you do gardening, and it's to do with like we need some trees taken down, or something, and we need someone to come in, like a surgeon, but because you've got two, like a surgeon to do with all the medical and so on and so forth, a surgeon, but then you've also got like a tree surgeon. Like we need to have our tea tested, our tea, like tea, drinking tea, but we need to have or Tioni, or Leone, Tioni, Tatiana, but like we need to have our trees looked at and having them treated because they may be like rotten or Rotterdam or rotten, but like we need to have them like. So also I'm hearing some like dental practice as well, like looking at your teeth, because you probably probably have a load of sugar and stuff like that and needing to go to the dentist, or you work at the dentist also. But like we need to have a look at our trees because they could be going rotten. If the milk turns sour, I kind of push it, drink it, something around Leo here. Something going rotten, something going off, something going very sour. Oh dear, what on earth is that? Sourpuss. It's another message. Wow, the milk is turning sour, which means that your messages that were once good of just like all this general well-being and stuff, there is something now that's turning sour, which means that, I mean, I don't know, is this like where you're juicing and stuff like that and you're having citrus, okay, or like something that's like sweet and sour, okay, sweet and sour, but then I'm also hearing like the milk is turning sour, like the milk is going off. So I don't know, are you having like low fat yogurt, or on a low-fat diet, or the milk is turning sour in your energy where the messages are now turning very sourpuss, which means a Leo energy. Not all of you Leos, or anybody that's watching, because a Leo can also represent an Aquarius, or anybody in your chart, anybody, because you know, when I'm saying I'm dealing Virgo, obviously it's 9, right? But trust me, you can have so many people with placements out of really 6 main placements that have these placements in your family. So really, to keep on top of energy, you really got to know that everybody around you of their star sign, to think, oh, that really does sound like them, because I'm a soul group reader, okay, definite, within channeled messages and also tarot, okay. But I'm hearing that something is turning sour around a Leo energy, like it's going off, it's going rotten, it's going kind of like bad fruit, bad vegetables, or bad, Mama, you've been bad. So something to do with like Goonies, or like gone rotten, like it's gone off, like gone rotten. What on earth is that? Or gone Rotterdam, or something, or Amsterdam, but like gone rotten, rotter, like a Rottweiler. I'm saying some of you got a new dog and it's a Rottweiler, or like I don't know. I'm picking up like on a Rottweiler pussy, like on a dog cat kind of thing, like a Rottweiler cat. So is this Leo? And Leo is involved in your soul group, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter? Or like, well, they keep saying a Rottweiler. I love Rottweilers. Hello, little Rottweiler. Or like Rocky, Balboa, or like Rock. Someone's solid as a rock. So someone works out at the gym and that sort of stuff and solid. Oh, okay, somebody smokes solid. So somebody's took in the old solid, okay? Very hard to come by these days. It's normally weed, right? But solid. I'm saying something to do with solid. Anybody else that remember a bit of dog bar? Right, there's your dog. Right, a bit of dog bar. That's what we used to call it. Slate. But a bit of dog bar. You all right, brother? You got any dog bar? That's Britain for you. If you don't come from Britain, I don't know what y'all call it over there. Dime bag? But like, I don't know. Someone could be in a same-sex relationship. But also like a dime, like, right, dime, or dime bag, Daryl, something to do with Daryl, or Dan, or D, anything beginning with D, Dan, Danielle, Dan, or something to do with like, someone's taking Viagra also, something that's solid, but it's definitely coming from Viagra, or V. Anyway, let's just have a look, sorry, because you had some messages there that I missed. Something to do with around dog bar or solid solids, like is this like solid foods, or like, I mean, that's trust me, if your guys are juicing and stuff like that, you don't really have to pass anything. Isn't that very strange for any of you guys out there that are juicing, that all of a sudden your body doesn't need to react the way that it used to, and then you suddenly realise, you know what, I actually don't really go for a number 2 anymore. So really a lot of you are dealing with like a Libra energy. But like, I don't have to go for a number 2 anymore because I'm like not really eating solids. So is this a baby that's not on solids yet? Because I'm picking up like they're not really on solids. Solitaire, playing solitaire. Well, we're playing solitaire. Virgo, kind of running out of messages. Any main ones there for you? Well, loads of different ones, really. Like scattered pieces of stuff. So like someone's a piece of stuff or stuffing. Turkey baster. Someone's stuffing someone with a turkey baster. So someone's trying to get pregnant here, but with a turkey baster. Or like someone's like stuffing turkey. Like literally stuff, or from turkey. From actual turkey. But like they keep saying, well, I'm going from this to turkey. Like, so I'm going from chicken to turkey. Some of you out there, you're actually going on holiday to Turkey. To Turkey. Or to Turk. To Turk? Dunkirk. Dunkirk? We're going to Dunkirk. But like Dunkirk. Or Danga. Dangia? Oh, so South African, right? That's probably Robbie, right? Island. Sorry, pass. But like Dangia. Dangia? Dangia. Okay, or like a foreign language or a foreign place, or people that are watching, but I'm hearing Dangia, which is like South African, right? South African, or like a South Africa, like Africans, South Africans. Like, because I'm picking up, like, I don't know, you could even like go to a store, right? Oh man, the only one thing that we suffer from here, you know, all the great fruit and vegetables that you get in places like that, even in America, man, we all don't get them over here because our weather is shit. Right, so we don't get all of those kind of nice exotic like fruits and vegetables. So I don't know. I'm in my head. I'm picturing like somebody like that has like orange trees and apple trees and kind of like fruits, like but organic fruits like papaya and stuff like this and things. But people that are growing it, like growing weed also, but like growing like papaya and like melon and all these kind of things, right? But yeah, I keep envisioning somebody's like got a, like I said, I mean, it might even be a farmer's market that you go to. All right there, young lover. Something to do around a Gemini. And you go to a farmer's market and you go, you're right there, lover, you got any fruit? Well, like, yeah, we got loads of fruit. What would you like? So farmer's market. Well, that's what we have to go to here. You have to go to a farmer's market, really, in order to get good deals on different fruits. And actually, I'm going to be looking for one. So you're dealing with a Scorpio for a lot of you, somewhere in someone's chart. But I'm definitely hearing, though, like people, because I can see it in my head, people that have got like big fruit trees and stuff like that. Or you might even be buying a fruit tree, right? Fruit tree. That could be the round tree, like fruit tree. Like, so is this like cocoa, like cocoa butter, or like cocoa, or someone that's called someone Coco or Cici? Coco, Cici, Mexico, from Mexico, Mexicans, but like from Mexico, or Tesco. Now you go to Tesco, that's where we have to go to, bruv. But like Tesco, you might work at Tesco, but like, or Mexico, or like it's something to do with like coffee. Probably trying to stop drinking coffee like I am, so much. But like, or it's like a bean, or the name Beanie, or like bean, or bean. But like Dr. Bean or something, or like bean, or flicking someone's bean. But like beans, they keep saying beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. Beans for every meal. But if you're not eating beans, then you could be farting for every meal, and you could be farting for England. You could be from England, and you might be farting a lot and have a lot of digestion shit and not having a lot of shit, and what you are doing is basically going through gastral stuff because of the juice and stuff that you're drinking, and it's like excuse me. So that kind of thing, right? Like yeah. So gastral stuff, like gas. Gary, I'm also picking up the name Gary or Tina, Gary Tina, someone from Argentina, or guarantee, with guarantee, like looking for a warranty or a guarantee. We're looking for a warranty. We're looking for a warrant. Ooh, okay, somebody's looking for a warrant. Okay, somebody really could be on the sourpuss energy, which is like we're looking for a warrant for your arrest. somebody's got a warrant out there in a certain, what do you call them? Well, here we're cities and towns and stuff, so like a state. We're having to move state because I have a warrant in this state and I can't go over there in that state. Okay, some of you, like, you could have warrants and you're like running from state to state because you have a warrant, right? Or like, this is the name Warren, Warren Beatty or Warren or Wanda. Someone's from France, and Wanda, okay, or a fish called Wanda. So somebody around a Pisces, okay, and a fish called Wanda. But like, I'm wondering about a Pisces, wandering in hopeless night. Hopelessly devoted to you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now, come on Virgo, there's nowhere to hide. Since you pushed my love aside, I'm out of my head. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Somebody could be from Greece, right? But like Greece. So Danny Zuko or Danny, or like I'm just totally devoted to you. Totally devoted. Devoted Devi, or Devon from heaven, really. Devon's in heaven. 7-11. Somebody do a number 7, Cancerian, a 7, an 11, Libra. Cancer Libra, 7, in someone's chart. Cancer Libra, number 7. What is that? I don't know. Is that somebody's chart? Cancer 11, Cancer 7, number 11. So 7, 11, 7 Cancer, 7, 7, 11, 7711. Is that somebody's phone number? 7711. Like 7711. Anyway, we're gonna stop. Like, but yeah, for a lot of you, health, gas problems, looking for an extension on your house, looking at trees, maybe needing surgical spirit. I'm also picking up people that put in surgical spirit on things. People that work at hospitals. A tree surgeon also looking at someone like trees might be ill or sick. Okay. Also sick in the head. I don't know what that's for. So I don't know if there's any like properties that people are doing all of this kind of thing in order to get rid of like something in the head. Okay. Or the name Ed or Eddie. Yeah, but like having a tree looked at because it's sick and having a tree surgeon or having some trees cut down. Also picking up Teresa or Treacle. Where you been? Something to do with Treacle. Treacle. Mark Bolan. Treacle. Anyway. Virgo. Virgo. Come back to Earth, Steve. Right, hello everybody. You alright? Steve's just been out in space. Make sure the audio is recording. And red means recording, Jeremy. But like something's recording. Ricardo. Rashard Evans or Evan. Evie. Evie, Shevie, Siobhan and Evie. I think we come out with that before. Something to do with Evie or Stevie Nicks. Steve. Steve. You right, Steve? You right? Well, like anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look in the book. Let's have a look in the book. Someone is definitely from up north. Oh, let's have a look at the book. Let's have a look in my book. Anyway, Virgo. Let's have a look at your partner and what they are going through. Show me Virgo's partner, please. Virgo's partner. Oh, yeah, they're trying to avoid their mum, really. But we'll look at the external energies. But you've got 9. So you got like you or your partner has like a big karmic situation with Z mother. Okay, with mother. or I am the mother. Okay, I am the mother, I am the father, and I am the Holy Ghost, and I am everything. Right? So you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh baby, oh baby. Some of you have a baby, and you are the mum. Right? So I am a mum. Really? Yeah, well, a lot of things that people feel as if things are being hidden from them, but that is your karma. So it's kind of like what on earth is going on in the background with people just lately. I really feel like something is being said, but I really don't know what's being said. It's kind of being hidden, but I don't really know. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I don't like all these things that are hidden from me, and if they're not and people can't speak the truth, then really I'm just going to not even bother. Okay. Because, you know, if you've got a strong situation because it be a 9, right, and you are a 9, and you have like a lot of denial energy going on around a mother, that's because they are also a 9, because a mum is also a 9. So it means that if you have a strong karmic situation with a mother, and it's been going on like ongoing, that's why your mother is here, because it's a 9. So it means that you have like this everlasting situation going on with, say, a mum, or being a mum. Like even if you're in, like, because you're 9, right, your card has come straight out, right? So because you are, even if you don't have like a beef with your mum, you have a beef with somebody in your soul group around you that is somebody's mum, right? Which means that it's a grandparent or something that you could have like a strong beef with. But the reason why I don't want people to flip out is when I say mum, because the majority of people are already mums. If you don't have a beef with anybody in life, then it really wouldn't be your story, because I am looking at your partner, right? But there just seems to be a lot of mum things that seem to be here around Stephen King, or a mum thing. It's just their mum, okay? So it's just me and me ma, okay, me and me mum. Or somebody lost their mum or their father, and it's just me and my mum, because I'm hearing, well, it's just me and my mum. It's just me and my mum, and that's it. So I'm picking up that your partner, or you, here, is where they've lost their father for a lot, and they just have their mum. Their father could have just passed, or has passed for quite some time, and it's just a unit, because it's different. Some of you have lost a mum, and some of you it is just you and your mum, or some of you lost your father a while back or just recently, and it is now just you and your mum. Okay, this could be a person that you know of around it's somebody's mum. Okay, somebody's mother. Okay, yeah, could have lost 5 of wands. Yeah, here. You've got to like this, I just lost my mum here, I just lost my mum, or I just lost my dad. I mean, it's not really going to tell you too much, you know. I can't tell you that you lost your mum if you lost your dad. But, you know, here, there's an energy, like I said, here, there's somebody that has just lost their mum, but they're also got a very strong karmic partner with one. Which means that if they have like a complete beef, like your partner has like a lot of like situations going on around their mother, there is something that is going on around this, right? Because here, this can mean stepfather and stepmother, which means that a 5 is Taurus, Sagittarius energy. So it's kind of like, it's just me and my stepmother, or it's just me and my stepfather, or it was my stepfather that got lost, you know, all these kind of things. So, that's individual message for oneself. I'll Virgo there, I feel. But yeah, I'm looking after my health, and I'm trying to like pick myself up. I'm just had a bit of a blip. Somebody has stomachache here, stomachache. I'm also hearing very personal, but I'm also hearing thrush. Okay, thrush. Very personal thing here, but yeah, I keep picking that up here. Because, I don't know, someone's like shivering of certain things, but I don't know why I had that. But a lot of people get that, right? A lot of people get that. But yeah, it's a strange message for you, Virgo, there. But yeah, looking at your partner, I don't know, there's some kind of like feeling of yearning here, like gurning or yearning, or like somebody that gurns because they haven't got teeth or something like that, or a gurning, or a gurnia, like I need a, oh okay, somebody had a hernia, or the name Hern, but I had a hernia. Honey, come back, I just can't stand Each lonely day's a little bit longer, and the last time I held you seems like 100 years ago. Glenn Campbell, also somebody, Pam Campbell, there's a name there, never mind, something to do with Pam, but yeah, like you or your partner or both of you seem to have like this very strange dynamic around one's mum. But I've said this for a while. This can be like where mums have just been mums for so long that they don't know much else other than really to be a mum. And when you get people that are retired, right, when they're retired, this came up, like when they're retired and they don't have so much to do, right, if you're a person that has a beef with mum, right, it just means that this person could be retired, right, because it's also support, like I am supporting somebody. But for some people out there, they do have like this karmic partner energy of around their mum that never really let their kids go because they're retired, which means is that they spend a lot of their time around their grandkids and child. But that would only be if there is a certain beef energy around a mother, grandmother situation here, okay? That's one story that I'm picking up on. Because this is, I mean, if you're in an unhealthy situation, because this is healthy but unhealthy, this is why it doesn't really make too much sense, because it's coming across as a general reading. This is healthy but unhealthy, healthy but unhealthy. So it's kind of like a lot of you, if you're looking at your diet, you're kind of like looking at the health benefits of it and detoxing, right? Detoxing from something. But it's like also coming across as like a healthy, unhealthy relationship. Like we have like a healthy relationship, we also have an unhealthy one as well. But that doesn't have to be between you and your partner, that can be between you and your mother. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, because you've got 2 9s, straight up 2 9s. So there's a lot of undisclosed energy that is kind of feeling there, but it's really not. It's like your karma, right? So it's like this being very wary of the energy of like, it's more of a tiptoeing energy, right? Tiptoe around the tulips of Tim, named Tim, but like I'm just like, you know, just being very careful energy here. So this is kind of your partner really. This is what is kind of going on in there, yeah, here for. So Scorpio energy. So they're having a real big beef with their mum here. Well, probably not a big beef. Doesn't have to be. There's no exact signs of argument here. But there is, like I said, there's an energy of like really not paying attention to somebody that needs them, which means they might need someone too much. And if they rely on them, this person feels as if this person needs their attention too much. As a Scorpio energy, people can get very, 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 very tetchy, which means that a Scorpio, if they go inward and they want to be left alone and they don't want to be asked any questions, and it's really frustrating them, you'll find them very frustrating, which means that why don't you open up to me 24/7? It's because I'm not codependent. You are on me, I'm not on you. Which means that I can't just hang around you all of the time talking with you. You know, I've got things to do, right? So here, there is a big karmic energy here. Because it's a person here that is basically showing this person like a different energy. Mixing a person up with different energy. It's mixing of codependency, but it's a mixing of teaching about being like for oneself, to do all of this for oneself, to teach you to be like to concentrate on being able to do things efficiently for yourself, right? So to be independent. So people should teach people to be independent, right, and not codependent. So it's kind of like a codependent, independent situation going on. It's kind of like I'm teaching you about being independent for yourself, but I'm not. I'm taking it out of your hands and then teaching you to be codependent. And that's what your partner or this person here thinks is going on, or knows that's going on, and that's what they go through. They know that their mum is very reliant on doing everything for them, but they may not need it, but this person takes over control of doing that for them here. So you can even look at, say, your mum here, right? Your mum, for instance, and you've got a brother and a sister, right? For instance, right? And you have, or children, and it's your nan, or it's a situation of like, you know, oh, it sounds like my brother, or it sounds like my partner, or it sounds like, you know, just relate it to whoever you like, but because it's external energy, right? They're also generalised. So it feels like I have such a codependent situation going on where it's codependent, then independent, codependent, then independent, codependent, independent. And your partner gets so goddamn confused about codependent, independent energies that someone's not really for anyone's highest good because they're not really teaching them anything. They're just codependent on the person not being there all of the time. So, which is why I pick up some people that are retired, okay, some people that are retired, and when they get very tired, they get very bored, and then they focus on the person that is there, right? And if the person is a Scorpio energy and they're not there all the time, or they're just not willing in order to open up their feelings to a person that says, no, family structure is family. You know, family is family. You know, we're supposed to stick by family and we're supposed to do everything together to coexist in a family group. If that isn't there and it isn't possible for a person, they get very tetchy around that, right? Because it's a strange dynamic of codependent, independent energy. So how's this going to relate to everybody that's fucking going off their absolute nut around a person that you can't get through to? Well, you can't get through to this person here. They're not going to change. They're not going to do any different, right? You probably see them as very controlling, very stubborn, very arrogant, don't have time for people, okay? Maybe, okay? Could be a Taurian energy also, Taurus. In a soul group, or in your partner's soul group. What is this Five of Cups for? Nine of Wands. I told you there is a huge narcissistic controlling part here. You know, just because you're Virgo, you know, don't never some people do, but you don't never take things personally. You know, I could only really imagine how difficult that could be to be a life path number 9 and Virgo energies, right? Because you can always meet controlling people on your way, especially on your spiritual journey. You know, you can really start to question yourself. You can start to question your soulmate energies too for also being 9, right? You can also start to question a hell of a lot of people around you also. You might even notice quite a lot of narcissistic tendencies that everybody has of control that is within yourself, but you may not be able to witness that yourself here. Because everybody has control issues, Virgo. Everybody has control issues. Everybody, okay? Everybody. But here, your partner, I mean, I have Pisces in the 4th house. This has happened to me throughout my whole life. My whole life, right? And I'm a 7, but my whole life, it's been around these energies here. Very strict upbringing, very difficult energies between father that passed, father and mother energies. A lot of codependency, a lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol, a lot of other things were bred into the family. You know, coming from money and hard work, but also drinking, gambling, drug addiction, everything else. It was what I witnessed as a child, right? And throughout my whole life. And really, that shows me 4th house, Pisces, right here. Scorpio energies also. So, you know, through that, you know, like I said, this person here has this dynamic of codependent, independent, lost, always searching for the end of a rainbow but never really getting it anywhere with this person. It's like going around the same cycle of like purgatory for like constant, for years and years and years and years of torment that your person has probably gone through with this person here. Like I said, you could be in this circumstance yourself with your mother, okay, with your mother. Because through that 9, as being a Virgo, you can look at as a reflection through the eyes of the soul and see that same reflection in your own life with your own parents, right, and step-parents and siblings, if you've got a very difficult past energy with mum. And then you can look at your partner and think, shit, man, it's the same. It's the same. It's purgatory. It's a never-ending cycle of having to constantly not get anywhere with people. Like, I always feel like completely lost. Virgo is the most dynamic out there sign I've ever come across. My girlfriend has a lot of Virgo in her chart, right? So, you know, it's the most out there sign known to man, to me, is Virgo. It really is, because it is such a purgatory energy, and you can constantly feel as if things are not enough and that you're not getting anywhere. You just like constantly feel as if you're beating your head up against a brick wall of this person. And if that isn't you, that's your person. They're constantly beating their head up against a brick wall of not ever being able to really relate with a person here. Can never seem to find true happiness. The pursuit of happiness is never really felt within also a Virgo energy a lot of times, right here. Because it doesn't matter where your karma, it's not karma really, it's personal growth, Virgo, it's personal growth. It means that I always feel like I'm not growing personally, and I take things very personally, you know, Scorpio energy, because it's personal, it's private, right? It's personal, it's private. But because of your private Idaho, of maybe living in Idaho, because of your private Idaho, right, it's just that I always kind of like never feel as if that I am ever really good enough for my partner that I'm connected to karmically, and even my mother, that I can never live up to their expectations, but they also never look as if they live up to mine either, right? And then the people that I come across in life, they never seem to reach their full potential, and they always feel as if they want more, and we all seem to be chasing death, which you are, right? So, you know, we always seem as if we're like chasing something, or I always need to seem as if I need to trace you and track you down and find out what you're doing, but then I never really feel as if that's a good enough quality in order to, like, say mum constantly has to like seek you out and seek you out and seek for your attention all of the time. This could be your partner. Seek for your attention, seek for your attention, seek for your attentions, or an actual seek, okay, or someone that's Jewish, right? But like, I need to always seek for your attention, I seek for your attention, I seek for your attention, I seek for your attention, but I can't give you it. I can't give you it, right? I can't give you that much attention, right? So it's kind of like even general things, right? This is you and your partner, and a whole reading of that, right? Is that, you know, I always feel as if I'm at odds with you. Like, it's just never evened out. It's never good enough. Like, my mum always tracks me down, but I know there's a hell of a lot of control and narcissism there. But they will not stop, which means that, you know, I walk into the kitchen generally, and that when I do, they're in there, you know. And they basically turn the TV off, and they switch it down, and they turn it off just to hear my movements. They switch it off, they turn it off when I come out. As a conclusion, I have like a sanctuary energy of 4 and 9. I have like a sanctuary energy. That's what Virgo will always seek out, is somewhere that they feel safe, right? Because it can be intimidated. So I always feel safe, I feel concluded. And then when I come out of there, right, the person always then is in my way, which means that I can turn off the TV and then get up out of the front room and come into the kitchen because you're in there. Because you are, because I want to talk to you, I want your attention, I want to see what you're up to, I want to see what you're doing. But if you've got energies here of 4 around a Scorpio, you and your partner in your soul group reading so far is going to face a hell of a lot of karmic energy here, right? Because it's personal, it's private, I don't want bothering, I want my own free time, I don't want to talk about work, and I don't want to talk about my relationship, and I don't want bothering with, and I don't want asking, right? But you ask me at the wrong moment, and you're going to get the fucking nasty side of me. And then here, it's this energy of frustration through Virgo energy. Oh God, I just can't seem to control you, to get to you to listen to me, can I? No. Oh well, that's it. You know, I'm just asking you just to do this one thing for me. But Virgo is always that one thing that's missing. I just can't do this myself. I can't do this myself. I need you to do it for me. I don't know how to work the computer. I don't know how to work a phone. I don't understand about certain things. I'm 70. I'm 80. Can you do this for... I can't do that for you. Right? What makes you think because I'm a man that I know how to do that one thing that you can't do? What makes you think because I'm a masculine energy that I am goddamn God, right, that I can do that for you? Just because I'm a male or masculine energy, that does not mean that I know what I'm doing with everything. So why are you holding me accountable? Because you think I know. See, belief. It changes. Your life changes. Not everybody is good at everything. They're not designed to be good at everything straight away. That's why it changes. That's why people's belief changes. That's why belief and leaf and lie, right, and believe all mean a lie, because it's all metaphysics. Your karma is a lie, basically, right? Because you see people as if, oh, you're lying, right? No, I'm not. I'm being honest. No, you're not. Right? Oh, no, I'm telling you that I can't do that. No, you can. No, I can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. You're lying. No, I'm not. I'm telling you the goddamn truth. Why is that not good enough for you to understand? You see? Your karmic energy basically is a lie. It's an experience. that your polar energy of you keep trying to get through to this person to keep making them feel as if they're lying, if they are lying and you've witnessed the fact that they lie all of the time, then why on earth is it that you're still around this person? Majority of the time it's because people are married and stuff, right? But, you know, some people here are going through, or your partner here is going through the energy of where you constantly feel as if your parents are lying to you, or you're being lied to all of the time, and then somebody asks someone to do someone a favour, and then they say, look, I'm not capable of doing that. I'm sorry, but I'm just not capable of doing that. Oh, you're lying. No, I'm not. I'm being goddamn honest. I don't know how to fix a goddamn aeroplane. Oh, of course you do. You're a man, aren't you? No. No. Right, yes, I am a man. Well, I don't know. There's a woman energy here. But, like, yes, I am a... What? Somebody that used to be a woman is now a man. I don't know. Or someone that used to be a man is now a woman. Or a long time ago was. I don't know. Strange. Well, it's not strange. It's just a message. But, like... I'm picking up here that there's an energy of where somebody has an expectation that because somebody is a man, they know exactly what to do with everything. Which means, well, you are a man, you know how to fix it, right? Unless your name's Jim or Fix It, well, then you probably got locked up for child abuse, right? But, like, you know, like, I can't fix that for you. Like, you can do that for yourself, right? No, I can't. I need you to do it. No, well, I can't do that. I don't know how to work that. Well, of course you do. You're a man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That doesn't mean I know the answer to everything. So someone here is in a complete beef with a person here because they think they know everything, and then someone thinks that they don't. Well, that's why I say if it's my channel, don't watch it. You know, don't watch it. Because it's my calling, it's my belief. It doesn't mean that I'm right. You know, it really doesn't. I could prove myself wrong. If I'm ever proved myself wrong, trust me, when I get that myself, and I'm like, see, I was wrong there. First person to ever hold my hand up and say, you know what, I was wrong. Right? But I guarantee you, Scorpio or energy will always think that they're right because they've read the end of the book. They'll feel it, right? So they'll feel energy of like confusion, frustration. You'll think, oh, you always think that you're right, don't you? So what makes anybody right in life? Nobody. That's why we have war. That's why people end up fucking killing each other, right? So, yeah, that's why people end up ripping each other's throat out because of someone's belief. Okay. Yeah, well, that's your strange dynamic that seems to be going on around your soul group people at the moment. Your soul group people are anybody that you interact with daily. Okay. So let's have a look at what is coming up for Virgo from... Oh, here we go, Virgo, the future. Even though that really is. Because y'all can't forget that. You can't just skip that as a 12-step of life because you're a 9, right? You know, you're constantly on a 12-step program. There is a hair somewhere, and it's really annoying me. Let's see. You know when you get a hair and it just tickles you just a little bit and you're like... Anyway, June for Virgo. June 2021 for Virgo. I was going to say, please don't come straight out with a 9, but you come straight out with a King of Pentacles. Too much cake. Too much love will kill you every time. Well, I'm stable. I'm stabilising myself. This could be you or your partner, but I'm looking at a piece of cake. Some of you are really trying to diet here, and you're looking at cake. You've got a sweet tooth here. Someone has a bad sweet tooth, and they're looking at cake thinking, you know what, man, I have really got to give up the sweet, right, for the sour, right, the sour puss. Someone's giving everything up for a Leo, right, means I'm going to give up all of this for you, Leo, is what I'm hearing. But I'm going to give up all of... Man, I can't believe it. There are farmyard animals here. There's a cow in the background, for God's sake. I'm really looked at that cow as if to say, ooh. So, again, this could be a Taurus energy for a lot of you, but I really do pick up that somebody's just got a new dog, or maybe a cow. Daisy. Right, here, or someone's milk. Milk lemonade round the corner, chocolate aid. So you have got AD or Adrian, but also someone that is in a same-sex relationship. But you've got this cross-comparison here of like milk, something to do with milking, or milking it, or like milking it for all it's worth. But like lactose intolerant is what I'm hearing, like lactose, or lactose intolerant, something intolerant, tolerant, toll. Pay the toll master. Pay the toll master. Some of you, you're travelling and you're having to pay the toll. Like you travel on the interstate or the highway or whatever, and you have to pay a toll. You have to pay a toll. This, I'm hearing the energy of like, who was that? Like the under the bridge, and then you have to go across the bridge in order to pay the toll. Who was that? What was that in the nursery rhyme energy? Oh, I can't think, because that would relate to some sort of message for you there. You know, in like mythological like stories, and you know, they used to cross the bridge and they used to have to pay the toll, and or the little devil thingy, or devils, could be a Capricorn, but used to come up like, they weren't devils, but what were they? I forget. But they come up on the bridge and they're kind of like, right, you have to pay the toll master, right? Yeah. So, wasn't Rumpelstiltskin, was it? No. I don't know. But, yeah, something to do with looking at cake, looking at money. Well, I mean, it can be stable. Like, I'm trying to stable my workload. This could be your partner also, though. But too much cake. They keep saying too much cake. Or baking cake, and then baker or baking cakes. Making cakes. Or you're trying to give up the sugar. Or someone's got a sugar mama or a sugar daddy here. Sugar daddy. Sugar pie, honey pie. You'll know how to love you. Okay, somebody is pretty much with somebody for money here. Whatever it is, can be any kind of soul group message, but they're with them just for the money. I'm only in it for the money. I am only with them because of their money. I am only with them because they're success. Or it's just family. Like, I'm only really with them because it's a stable place to be. Or the name B. But it's stable. But it can also be like unstable as well. Anyway, Virgo, June. Lovers, yeah, Gemini energy also here. So this could be a Capricorn energy, it could be Saturn, but here. But yeah, because Capricorn is also 6 and Gemini energy. So Gemini, Capricorn energy. But Aquarium would be a part of that because Saturn would also be the ancient ruler of Aquarian. So you got like this Aquarius energy. Yeah, but I'm in love with my man. I'm in love with my woman. Some of you, like I said, from a man to a woman, right? But like, you know, if you guys are in a beef and you're on the negative click, right, and you are on the negative click, then you have to wait for the rest of the reading, because people can blame me all day long because I've only really done a couple of cards, right? But you know, if you want the negative looks of approaches of what's coming up, you have to really join Patreon, right here. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing that I'm in love with my man, right? Okay. Spending time with each other, talking with each other. But there's an energy here of father, mother here also, of like Gemini or a Capricorn, or they have that in their chart. Could be a Taurus cusper, because I'm picking up like an energy of what's going on between you, but I'm also picking up an energy of what is around you also, which that means that there's like a cusper energy here of like a Taurus or Capricorn and Gemini. So this person could have that in their chart here, Taurus Capricorn, but Taurus Gemini or Capricorn Gemini, but because this is also 6 and 6, it's kind of coming across as both. Right, if this was Capricorn. So you've kind of got these astrology placements of like, you know, people having earth and air. June 2021 for Taurus. There you go, Taurus. 5, also Sagittarius energy. Taurus. Man, yeah, I've got some straight big contenders coming straight out, Virgo, to be honest. Like I said, a lot of you are married here, or you're in a strong committed relationship already. I mean, if you're married and all of that kind of thing and you're having daily struggles, then it's because you're married here. But, you know, your father or stepfather or mother could be a Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay? I'm not hearing any Virgo in this at all. I'm just hearing Taurus or Capricorn, Gemini and Taurus. but they've got strong placements of that with a father and stepfather. And there's a stable energy, but you might see it as a karmic energy of unstable, because you cannot forget the energy. If you really, really, really related to that external, your partner, you maybe energy, it's all rosy and Jim and it's all good, but this can come across as like your relationship is going very well, but there is something here around the family also going on of a strange dynamic that could be clarified. But yeah, you should be in a relationship here that is loving and basically spending time with one another, but it's more stable. It's not a love. It's not, let's talk about love. No. This person will talk about things that are more stable in a relationship, like going out, proving it, buying, selling, buying things, you know. Yeah, because like well, not so much of a Taurus, but a Capricorn energy would focus in one direction of anything that is stable. Anything that is stable. But a Capricorn energy can do that for years, because they'll focus their energy on one thing, that like one job, right? And they get one job and they stick with that one job forever because it brings in security, right? So fear can also stop me from like changing my job, because I'm just going to do what I know best that is secure. So they'll focus all of their energy on one thing, right? One thing, right? Stephen King or Steve. But an energy of Gemini, Capricorn, they'll focus on what is stable for them, okay? So, or M, or Emily, but focusing on something that is stable, okay? So, like a horse stable or something like that, or horse fair, someone from Wisbech, right, from a horse fair. I don't know what that's coming up for you, because I'm hearing a few things, but we are going to look into the rest of your reading. I do have to earn a living. You can find this on the full access bundle, or also tier 1. Okay, after tier 1 is where you will only really get all of the other readings that come out through the month. They go to the full access bundle. That'll probably be like 4 weeklies. Okay, one of them may well not come over on YouTube. It just goes over to there, but it's the same protocol as what I've been doing for a little while. Okay, you'll get a full spread and clarified to see what you've got coming up for your general monthly. But I might only really just start to do a lot of, I don't know. But I change things up a lot, but the video does explain everything that you get on the tin over on Patreon. Also things on the discussion page, videos that I've done about ascending, all kinds of stuff, man, but I can't get going through this every time. Just look all over the channel. It's on the discussion page, it's on playlists, there's an email for personal readings, there's a video for this and a video for that and whatever. But yeah, that's your reading so far, Virgo. Thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon.